Vespasian by Ryan Sheridan and Anthony Spiteri. What else happened in the world during his regime? What that was important? In Vespasian's time being emperor, he had been through many conflicts that would make history. But the biggest conflict that has ever happened around the world during his time as emperor was the invasion of Britannia. Vespasian ended up joining the invasion of Britannia in 43 AD. He joined the invasion with the Augustus II. The invasion of Britannia was a very significant battle because the Romans wanted to conquer as much land as they could. They also wanted to expand their empire and make it as large as they can and as powerful as they can. Vespasian was a very high-ranking Roman military officer in the Roman army. Each group should also discuss the views of agent historian, primary source, on their emperor. And he himself liked to put an image of the man of the people, a man of the camp, a man who was once his soldiers. This quote is said by Ronald Meller, a professor of history at the University of UCLA. What Ronald Meller is saying is Vespasian was a very good leader for his people when he became emperor. Vespasian is very well known for completing tasks where many other generals had failed miserably. He held to power for 10 years, had an adventure in politics, was able to find a new dynasty against the odds. This quote is said by Keith Bradley, professor of Greek and Roman Studies at the University of Victoria. What Keith Bradley is saying is Vespasian was able to find a new dynasty, which means to find a new ruler for Rome, which was him. He was a very smart leader who was able to defend Rome very well and lead his men into battle as a good leader. Each group should also show at least 2 coins issued by the emperor on their slides and be able to talk about them and explain what their emperor is trying to send with the coin. Both these coins show Vespasian on it, but both have one thing in common. These coins are showing how powerful Vespasian is, and they should have full trust in him. This message that Vespasian is trying to send is he can protect them in battle, and the coins can resemble that very well. Each person should watch 3 of their peers' presentations and give constructive feedback on them. Okay, so the first presentation that I gave feedback on was the Emperor of Nero, which was done by Richard Patricio and Ethan Sabusco. So this is what I said. This presentation was very well done with lots of detail about Emperor Nero and his life. You guys really went into depth about how his family and his family's past. I was very interested in how detailed the slides were. You guys were very clear and were very well prepared for this presentation. Great work. So that was my first presentation that I gave critique on. And the second presentation that I decided and I was going to review was Gabriel and Jax. So, and this is what I said. Overall, this was a great presentation. There was tons of information that is very interesting. I thought the photos helped me to understand a little bit more about Augustus Caesar, and the photos were really well demonstrated and very well done. I really did enjoy this presentation, and I found it to be one of the more interesting ones. All of them are interesting, but I really enjoyed this one. So, the other one is done by Luca Phillips Nagy. This is what I said. Overall, I found it to be a very interesting and well-made presentation. It was put together greatly, and the photos helped me a lot to understand a little bit more about Marcus Aurelius. You really went into detail about Marcus Aurelius, and I thought this was great, and I really enjoyed it.